Hey, Age of Mythology crew, we need to talk. So this game has been out for more than a year, Retold has, and I've gotten a lot of questions about why I'm not playing, why I'm not streaming, why I'm not hosting as many tournaments as I once did. Before this thing released, I was super active, and that's no longer the case. So I just want to shine a little bit of light on that. um, Basically, this game doesn't feel to me like my Age of Mythology, right? Like the game I grew up with. This is certainly not it. That's partly intentional by the devs. So it is what it is, and to a degree, I can accept it. That's a perfect personal preference thing. The other reason is that I actually don't like the Chinese faction very much. I don't think they fit. This kind of stuff is gonna be a topic for another day, though. That is reasons number 2 and 3, to be honest. Reason number 1, however, the top number 1 reason why I can't be bothered is that Age of Mythology Retold is not a well-made game in the technical sense. It's not pleasant to play because as an RTS player, you expect that you give the game some inputs and then it executes your orders, right? That's kind of the fantasy behind RTS games, that you're in charge and your commands get listened to and executed very cleanly. Well, Age of Mythology Retold most certainly doesn't do that. Many of you will be aware of this, and some of you that have watched my channel a lot in the past will also be aware that I was a part of the Age of Mythology Council that was established to help make Retold just a little bit better. I've been in contact with the devs about these bugs. I've been reporting them since before the game ever came out or even was announced. So to see a year pass and still no significant progress getting made, and even some cases getting worse, is extremely disheartening. So yeah, we're going to be talking about my top 10 issues with the game today that are to me making it a poor man's RTS game in terms of the tactile experience that you get while playing. I'll walk you through the bugs individually and show the devs at the same time how to reproduce them. And hopefully, with your support, if you guys spread this everywhere, the devs will actually commit some time to maybe for once not make a DLC with the resources that they have, but actually look at these core issues that are plaguing the game and get them fixed properly. Let's go. Okay, so here I've got a bunch of berry bushes and there is going to be some combat. These hoplites I will set on a patrol path. This can all be done in the editor. It's very easy to do. The berry bushes exist to create a bunch of narrow pathing channels for the spearmen. I will send them after the camels and you'll see them probably get a little bit confused. Let's take a look. The hoplites are just patrolling, they're not going to attack anyone. And we're going to pick one of these camels that are a little bit tucked away by the others. And then very closely watch what the spearmen do. Who told these guys to attack this one? You can see the order is over there. So these spearmen are just literally not listening to me and they have a mind of their own. Even the others, they're all over the place, right? And yeah, this is just not great. The spearmen should attack what I'm ordering them to attack. And then these guys are now even getting idle. I'm getting multiple, oh my goodness, the hoplite stopped their patrols. I am getting a 3-for-1 bug report here. That's a crazy case right here. Everybody stopped attacking. What the actual hell is going on? Goodness. Let's show us a clip from Jolly Man as well. All right, here's Jolly's video. He's got a similar situation running past the berries. He's going to be attacking those cavalry units. I'll be linking this in the description. And watch the spearmen just completely break as they approach. Because berry bush. Yeah. absolutely awful. This game just hardly works. Okay, next up, we've got the spam clicked orders issue. The units will be basically spasming out as you give them multiple orders. So this is what a normal moving scout looks like, right? But then you give him multiple orders, and he does that. He just jitters for no reason. It looks awful visually speaking, right? Functionally, it doesn't break too much, but you can see his speed essentially gets reduced as he does this. It doesn't show in the UI or anything, but in practice, he gets slower. And this gets so much worse with the formation. Let me show you that. Okay, so we've got a very diverse formation here. Cavalry, Hydras. They'll be taking up multiple positions in the army. Now, if we give them spammed orders, it's not going to look as smooth as the singular order, right? So let's take a look. The guys are walking backwards. They're stopping. If I'm retreating from, let's say, a chasing mass cavalry army, I do not want my guys to turn around, right? This is absolutely ridiculous. My guys are not getting to the point. I am spamming orders with right clicks here. That's all I'm doing. I want them to just go here and not care about the additional orders, really. It's just a new location that we're going to, maybe. If I slightly move the mouse, but I certainly don't want them turning back. This is not normal. What is that? Yikes. Oh, I was just setting up my army here. And look at my villager randomly getting stuck in the building. This is a bonus. I'm not even gonna list this separately. This is a bonus. Okay, here's a very different one. This is just replays going out of sync for no reason. This is actually played on the current patch. It will take a moment and then the replay will just go out of sync. There you have it. Yeah, great. We can't send each other matches. We can't commentate them. This has been going on for a while, and it affects actually live games too. I've seen it happen during tournaments. Pretty bad stuff. Okay, next up we've got relics. This is the best thing. What even is going on with these tooltips? It's been like this for months. This is like the one thing that's stopping me from learning them. It's better if you just click them and hover here, but honestly, if we have these tooltips, please make sure they work. Next up, we've got 3 hitboxes. Now we're gonna go to my standard zoom distance, and we're gonna try to click this tree. That's good. Now we're gonna try to click this tree. That's good. I'm gonna try to click this tree. That's good. But then I make a slightly ambiguous click here, and this ends up being this tree, even though I am clearly hovering over the other one already. So I'm still clicking the one that's being chopped, even now. Oh my goodness. It is so wildly inaccurate. You never quite know which tree you clicked until you know. Okay, this one I don't know how to reproduce, but I've definitely had it just a few days ago on the latest patch. Basically, you hit the shift key, or in my case, also the control key for some reason, and the camera just uncontrollably moves to the corner of the map, and I had to basically open a game menu as if I was resigning in order to stop it doing that. I'm sorry, I don't know how to reproduce this, but it's absolutely infuriating. Next up, this is probably going to be your experience if you're into modding. Good luck finding online games. Good luck getting others to see your games, because if you have a mod enabled that isn't online compatible, you're not going to show up on anybody's lobby list with your game. So there is absolutely no way to spread awareness of cool mods that people make. Got a cool map? Nope. Got a cool scenario? Nope. Unfortunately, more involved mods will definitely suffer from this as well. But at least in the original game, there was a transfer system for just maps where you would be able to host a normal lobby. Everybody would be able to see it. Well, we also don't have that, so this is a double issue in that sense. If Retold is to grow, user generated content needs to be in the forefront, and the developers are failing on this front in an epic way. I've also asked some of the very well known players for their thoughts on this topic about what makes, in their view, the game unpleasant to play. I'll be putting screenshots of their comments on the screen, and you can pause and read them for yourself, of course. I think there's pretty wide consensus overall, though, that the technical state of the game is just not good enough, and that a lot of the players in the multiplayer community are angry, suffering, and not enjoying the game as a result. I think it's really time for the developers to come around to this and address the problems and not just focus so much on new content. Obviously, the casual user base is extremely important, but the game cannot be in such a poor state because it eventually is going to hurt the multiplayer, as in the players that will be around for the longest time. We'd like to be here in years supporting this game and hopefully not have the competitive community turn into someone like me who's just kind of on the sidelines waiting for good things to happen. And if you in any way agree about any of this needing to be addressed, then please let your voice be heard, start the discussion on Reddit, and hold the developers accountable. I think that would be a fantastic step forward for us all. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.